Ladies and gentlemen, stand clear or move your hats and join in the singing of the national anthem.
And with the conclusion of the national anthem, Floorball fans, it's almost time for some primetime NAFL action live from Georgetown, Texas, as the Seattle Sockeyes get ready to take on the Texas 39ers. This is the final game of our first weekend of play in the 2024 season here in Georgetown, Texas. It's been action-packed so far. Heading into this game, the standings are as follows. It's 39ers in the lead, Force in second, Growlers third. Seattle Sockeyes currently winless, 0-2 coming in. If they win today, they'll be able to put themselves in a tie with the Jaguars, but the 39ers are currently locked in first place through this first weekend of play. This match refereed by Yannis Joren and Peter Salaba Gustafsson. Heading down now to the court, it'll be Tim Stoltz and Tim Anderson-Carlson, who are getting ready to take the ball for their respective teams. This is the first time we've seen the new-look Texas 39ers in their rebranded away uniforms. And, of course, they're facing off against a brand-new expansion team in the Seattle Sockeyes. Both of these teams bringing in a lot of new talent, a lot of diverse talent, especially on the Seattle squad. Whenever we were at the league social last night celebrating our new and returning talent, we spoke with the Seattle Sockeyes, who seem to have been building great team chemistry so far throughout this season. They've been able, despite all of the international differences, to come together and to be able to have fun. That was the one thing we saw at their table, was laughter. And of course from Texas, we see this hardened resolve from the players, especially the ones who are returning from the season last year, whenever they were known as the Texas Tornadoes, in their first season as an expansion team. They've since rebranded, added a lot of new talent, and they've certainly had a different fate this season, recovery on the faceoff there by the Texas 39ers. Last season, 39ers went 1-9. Despite several close calls, they were hardly able to convert. And now they start this season off undefeated, 2-0. They're looking to extend that to 3-0 tonight. Liljegren, cross court to Peter Lindgren, working with Anderson Carlson. The players to watch for tonight from the 39ers that we saw be so dangerous yesterday are going to be Tim Anderson Carlson, number 7, number 34, Kevin Rosin, who had 6 goals yesterday in the match, and number 92, Oscar Liljegren. Anderson Carlson, sweep shot, sails high out of bounds. It's going to be Seattle Sockeyes hit in. From the Sockeyes squad, it's going to be important to watch for number 57, Otto Bjerkefeld. He's a great defender. Jonathan Mueller as well. Of course, the captain, Capo Taka, bringing a lot of energy, one of the most energetic Finnish players that we've seen in this league. He's a good leader of his squad. He's able to make them laugh, and he can move in space well. And of course, number 77, Andrzej Klasiewski, in the season opener for the Sockeyes against the Minnesota Growlers, came out with 6 goals as well. So another high scorer here. In fact, 2 of the highest scorers competing against each other in this matchup. Number 96, Zielicek, goes with a pass to Paul Brandt. We go back over to Zielicek. Cycling now to the center lane. He'll go far side to William Jonsson. Cielicek taking his time. Back to Jonsson, who's now pressing in the center. Losing a little bit of control there. He's going to go with the out route to Cielicek. Now down to number 60, Henrik Liu. Liu was able to come up with several big plays, including 2 goals yesterday for the Texas 39ers in their big statement victory. Of course, the first game that the 39ers played was the battle for Texas against the Fort Worth Jaguars. They were able to come away with the victory by a large margin. Previously, that was the only win that the Texas franchise had was against the Jaguars last season. Sinez taking the pass over to Mueller. It's good! On the counterattack, the Seattle Sockeyes strike first. Number 8, the Dane, Patrick Mueller, putting the Sockeyes on the board first against the number 1 team. 18 minutes, 2 seconds remaining. Your score now, Seattle 1 versus Texas 0. What a quick fast break. It was hard to track, but man, was it fun to watch. And now after that, Seattle's going to look to extend their lead. And make no mistake, even though they come into this game with a 0-2 record, they're by no means a team of scrubs. Axel Salonen, strong, powerful shot, sails just wide right. Tim Stoltz now looking to break away from Peter Lindgren. He goes to Bjerkefeld. Shot attempt from deep by Stoltz goes into the hands of Trent Kling. Trent Kling, number 95, an American-raised goalkeeper. He's also an NAFL veteran. He's also been joining us for the booth for several of the games. Trent Kling, of course, has brought insightful and incisive commentary to these NAFL broadcasts. We wish him the best on the court. Peter Lindgren now, coach and player for this Texas squad, coming in the center lane. We get a ball around Salonen to Case Connor. Lindgren backing off. He'll go to Moser. Back to Lindgren. Off the boards, he'll find Connor. Connor looking for a sweep. Ludwig Jonsson nearly able to chip it in. Unable to make it happen. Derek Moser, the American, with a pass out to Jonsson. Ball sails high out of bounds. It's going to be a 39ers hit in. New lines coming out for both teams. Texas looking slower offensively than they have been in a while. Seattle, a team that's good on defense, and that's a save there by Ben Kitty off the helmet from the Tim Anderson-Carlson shot attempt. Villagrán, cross-court pass deflected by Mueller. Now it's Pierce driving down. Shot attempt saved by Kling. Villagrán taking the steal, trying to drive into Seattle territory. He's got the far wing, but no angle. He'll send the ball in the open space. Bjerkefeld, 3-on-2. He'll try to take it himself. It's going to be a penalty shot call. Teams clearing the court now. A reminder that in the NAFL we follow IFF penalty shot rules, but we have one exception. We also impose a 15-second shot clock on all penalty shot attempts. Coming out to take it, the top scorer for the Seattle Sockeyes, Andrzej Klazuski. Coming quick down the middle, tapping the court there, playing around with Trent Kling. Pump fake, goes to the left, and he scores! Off the penalty shot, the Seattle Sockeyes out to an early 2-0 lead. Andrzej Klazuski on the penalty shot goal. 16:22 remaining in the first period. Your score now, Seattle Sockeyes 2, Texas 39ers 0. What a way to start off not even the first 4 minutes. If you're Seattle, you're certainly happy about this momentum, but you've also got to be careful to not wish away this 2-0 lead. Of course, Texas is a team that is high octane, and they can certainly score once they get your number down by the box. Seattle is going to have to be intentional about their defense, and they can't get too comfortable with the lead. That pass sailing wide, Jonathan Mueller able to get the ball around Jansen there, facing a full press from Lou. Klazuski having to add some speed. The steal from Lou, able to get it nearly to Jonsson. Kapotaka, the captain, at the helm, able to get the ball away from what could have been A dreadful score there. Solomon shot blocked off the body of Carl Ballbrand. We go to Zilicek. Solomon coming out for Pierce. Ballbrand, close side. We go over to Moser. Now to Tyler Lee, the Canadian. Coming in the center lane, facing off against a 2-1-2 defense here. Ballbrand, close side. He'll miss that pass to Lee. Pierce capitalizing behind the goal line. Ball chipped up in the air, and Trent Kling able to snatch it away. Tyler Lee goes to Ballbrand. Seattle's defense pausing around half court. The pass off the boards to Connor. Back to Ballbrand. Now Kapotaka saw an opportunity, trying to capitalize, but he's still able to get the pass off to Connor, whose shot is saved by Ben Kitty. Free hit awarded here as Ludwig Jonsson nearly got in the way of that pass by Ben Kitty. Jonathan Mueller taking it here. Mueller, a former member of the Texas Tornadoes squad last season, now playing against his former franchise. He was a difference maker last season in the games he played, largely because of his defensive play, his ability to block shots with his body. That pass going off the body of Case Connor. There will go to Bjerkefeld. Otto Bjerkefeld to Klasiewski. Just over 5 minutes have passed here in the first period. Texas still scoreless, and Seattle keeping the pressure up. Otto Bjerkefeld, the pass to Mueller. Texas's defense staying at half court. Connor now starting to get more aggressive on the press as Bjerkefeld comes across the court. He gets the pass off to Stoltz. He's got Klasiewski for the off route. Instead, he opts for the shot. Goes off the body of Moser. Salonen trying to get it off the rebound, but it sailed wide out of bounds. Seattle's team was staying on the perimeter there. Salonen had to come in to the box to adjust and try and get that rebound. Lindgren now goes with the pass to the wing to Lilliegran. Looking in close for Kevin Rosian. 4 shot attempts. He can't get a single one. Jonathan Mueller using his body to box out Rosian inside the crease, allowing Ben Kitty enough time to grab the ball. Seattle's defense seems to be throwing off Texas's offense here early in the game. Tim Stoltz losing some control of that ball. It's able to get out to Trent Kling, far side. Hampus Fludmar gets it down to Lindgren. Trying to get the angle on Taka. Instead, he'll go behind himself on the pick and roll to Anderson Carlson. Stoltz forcing him into his own backcourt. Texas has not been able to have the kind of passing that they've been able to the rest of this weekend that's contributed so much to their success. We'll see if they can figure out how to adjust against the Seattle team. One of the biggest keys I'm seeing here is they're not playing anyone in the middle. Instead, they're leaving that open to Seattle to defend. Lilliegran gets it to Anderson Carlson. Mueller able to come away with a steal away from Rosian, but it goes off the foot there to Lilliegran. Mueller going to give up the pursuit there. Seattle retreating, making substitutions, as is the 39ers. William Jonsson, a difference maker, especially last season for Texas, their high scorer. The captain of the squad now on the court. Henrik Lou passes behind himself. Ballbrand. Go far side to Jonsson. Back to Ballbrand. Jonsson now behind the goal line working with Janssen. Albin Janssen, known for using his Zorro technique. A dangerous player to leave unattended behind the goal. Bjerkefeld, a great job on defense, able to get the ball away. Taka trying to make something of that conversion, trying to get away from the box, so force a high shot that's going to mean a Sockeyes hit in. 12 minutes remaining, Texas still scoreless. Seattle enjoying a change of pace that's putting them in charge of the momentum here. Mueller, close side, off the boards deep to Pierce. Get it back out to Mueller. Janssen aggressive on the press here, so is Lou. It's a battle for possession on the boards. It's going to result in a free hit. It's going to be number 77, Andrzej Klasiewski. No pass to Mueller. Connor and Jonsson creating the front line here for the 39ers defense. Kapotaka. So pass down. Tim Stoltz goes off the body there of Lindgren. Lindgren now with control, getting the angle on Stoltz. Solid to beat. He'll leave Derek Moser in wide open territory. The hockey player turned floor baller. Jonsson with some heavy shoulder-to-shoulder contact. Kapotaka has that big frame that he's able to use well in open space. Lindgren to Connor. The shot just off the outside post. Tim Stoltz going to slow down instead of trying to make the counterattack. A pass over to Mueller. We hear the chant from the Texas bench. Keep focused, keep focused. Kluszewski, the pass to Taka. Deep pass looking for Sinez. Sails a little bit wide, goes off the backboards. Lindgren and Lee pursuing. Ball chipped out of bounds. It's going to be a Sockeyes hit in. Sinez heading to the corner to take the hit. We'll go to Pierce on the run. In traffic, stolen by Anderson Carlson. He'll spin around, set up his office. Far side, Lilligran. Shot attempt, wide right off the backboards. Anderson Carlson not going to try and pursue. Instead, he'll be able to chip the ball away. Pierce on Lindgren, able to get the ball into open space where Fludmar is waiting. Oppas Fludmar. The pass to Lindgren, close side. Anderson Carlson on the wing. Back off the boards. Texas's passing needs to gain more focus. They've been playing a little more fast and loose with the passing. It may just be a matter of time to get us dialed in as they were yesterday. Nearly a great offensive look there for Rosian, but just a little bit too much power on the pass. Now it's Seattle on the counterattack. Bjerkefeld losing control. Anderson Carlson looking for a man to get it to. Moving in space against Mueller, who is staying on him. Like bees to honey. Ball gets down to Lilligran. Far side, off the boards, misses Lindgren. Bjerkefeld shipping it up there with Rosian. Off of Kempa Rosen's defense there. It's going to go to Bjerkefeld and the Sockeyes. So pass to Kapotaka as he comes in for a substitution. Pass to the right to Axel Salonen. Cross court. Finds Stoltz. Jansen coming up. Have to go back down to Kluszewski. Lou coming up to meet him. Off the boards. Stoltz looking across to Kluszewski, but the pass misses its mark. Carl Paulbrandt goes to Zilicek. Salonen unable to block off that passing lane. Carl Paulbrandt, close side, taking his time. Axel Salonen waiting for an opportunity to strike there on the press. Far side, Jonsson, the pass. Jansen sends it straight to Axel Salonen. The machine driving down now. Unable to get the angle on Lou. Going to the boards. That's going to be a call for that push there that sent Salonen flying. Salonen a little slow to get back to his feet, but he's going to stay in after that hard hit. He'll be with Taka. Kapotaka with the ball. He's got Mueller as a safety on this close wing. Facing pressure from Paulbrandt. He'll instead go to Salonen behind the goal. Looking for a passing opportunity. Facing a two-man defense behind. Zilicek starting to press. Kluszewski able to get two shot attempts off, but they're both saved by Trent Klain. Now it'll be a hit in here for the 39ers. Tyler Lee, the pass to Derek Moser. Peter Lindgren, close side. Both teams trying to slow down the game a little bit here. Texas looking a little unorganized on the runs here. Trying to send their players to cycle around inside Seattle territory, but none of them able to come open. Now Pierce coming away with the steal from Moser. Able to get it down. You can hear the chant from the Texas bench there. Yes, Derek applauding his defense, being able to keep Pierce from getting an angle. Free hit awarded here to the Seattle Sockeyes. 8 minutes remaining, still 2-0 here in our last game for the 2024 NAFL season from Georgetown as we close out our first weekend of play. A win here for the Sockeyes would put them on the board for the first time in the playoff standings, and it would also seriously hurt Texas's lead in the playoff standings and make this a far more hotly contested season. Lindgren gets the ball out, trying for Moser. Kapotaka able to get the shot attempt off, saved by Trent Klain, just barely able to push it with the arm, get it to the post, and get it out of bounds. It's going to be a Sockeyes hit in. Tim Stoltz at the dot. Kluszewski on the run. Back to Stoltz, looking for Mueller, but it's blocked there by the stick of Rosian. Liljegren on the fast break, save by Ben Kitty, but the finish. Kempe Rosian able to come away and finish when Oscar Liljegren started. The high scorer of this 39ers team, he had 6 goals yesterday, and he's the first to put the 39ers on the board. What a fast break. Oscar Liljegren, the only man in space. He went with a line drive, drew Ben Kitty out to the front of the box where he came away with a great save but couldn't control the rebound, and that's where Rosian was there waiting to pick up the pieces with a then empty net from the side. 7.5 minutes remaining in the first period. Your score now, Seattle 2, Texas 1. And in these last few minutes, Texas has certainly started to find their rhythm when it comes to the passing game. It was that same offensive front of Anderson Carlson, Liljegren, and Rosian that helped them out so much yesterday. Steal there by Bjerkefeld. Ball rolls all the way to Ben Kitty, who sends it back out to Bjerkefeld instead of grabbing it. Bjerkefeld, impressive movement in space, still coming away with it. Sinez to Pierce. What a beautiful play. My goodness, the movement in traffic by Otto Bjerkefeld. After a series of passes, able to connect to number 98, Evan Pierce, for the finishing shot. Seattle with a quick answer to Rosian's goal. 6:54 remaining in the first period. Your score now, Sockeyes 3, 39ers 1. Stoltz on Jansen here for the faceoff. It'll sail all the way back to Trent Kling. Carl Paulbrandt goes over to Zilicek. Salonen playing up a bit here. Zilicek, of course, the Czech floorball influencer, known worldwide for his floorball vlogs, growing the sport. Missing the pass there, Salonen trying to get the assist shot over there, but it's chipped off the stick of Zilicek, and Janssen able to break up that opportunity by Kluszewski with his body. Janssen over to Paulbrandt. He's got Lou. Lou, the spin around, trying to break away from Taka, but that wingspan able to help him out there. He'll go back towards the box to create some space. Now the pass to Stoltz. They'll find Mueller. Lou and Paulbrandt helping to lead this defense on the close wing. Janssen approaching from the far wing. Texas's defense edging closer to that three-quarter court mark. Salonen with the ball now for Seattle. He'll go over to Mueller. Less than 6 minutes remain in the first period. Stoltz looking for the sweep shot. Lou kicking it away. Finding a man to pass to. He'll send it behind Janssen. Texas going to have to reset there. That pass sailing wild. Taka on Zilicek. Over to Paulbrandt. He'll chip it around Kluszewski. Lou backing off instead, allowing Paulbrandt to go on this incredible offensive. The ball chipped away. Capo Taka sending it out of bounds. It'll be a 39ers hit in. A lot of explosivity that we're seeing now from the Texas offense as they get warmed up. Third line out for the 39ers. Janssen to Lindgren. Send the pass to Lee. Lindgren coming in, center lane. Connor open on the wing. We'll go back to Lee. Janssen coming up to support in the center. Mola blocking off the lane for the Sockeyes. Connor with some space. Shot attempt goes off the body of his former teammate, Jonathan Mueller. Both also with Team USA. Ball chipped there into the crease. Ben Kitty able to take it. It'll pass to Sinez, far wing. Looking for a passing opportunity. It sails out of bounds off the body of number 21, Peter Lindgren. Lindgren calling for 2 players to make substitutions. Sinez trying to capitalize on the substitutions, unable to. Liljegren, the pass to Lindgren. Fludmar to Anderson Carlson. Shot attempt with a lot of power. Sails wide out of bounds. It'll be a Sockeyes hit in. Arnold Bjerkefeld calling Mueller over to help him with this hit in. Bjerkefeld, chip it to Mueller. He's got a lot of momentum. Far side, trying to break away Lindgren. He goes with the pass to Salonen. He needs help. He'll find it at Andres Klazewski. Bjerkefeld now facing pressure from Anderson Carlson. Able to get a chip on that ball. Klazewski still able to get it to Salonen. Shot attempt goes off the body of Lindgren. Trying to drive in traffic. It's chipped away. Liljegren unable to get full possession of it. Klazewski hits it down to Bjerkefeld. For Seattle, the offensive drive stays alive. A pass behind himself. Bjerkefeld. Go far side to Mueller. Back to Bjerkefeld. Anderson Carlson on the press again, forcing an error. Having to move in space, somehow able to recover it on the spin after it went off Lindgren's foot. Finally, Liljegren able to get to it. Anderson Carlson off the boards, looking for a man to pass to. He's got Rosian going down low. The shot attempt just inches to the right. Mueller trying to break it out of his own territory, looking for support. Unable to find it. Hampus Fludmar in a possession battle on the boards. It's going to be ended by a free hit awarded to the 39ers. Carl Paulbrandt with the pass to Silecek to bring it back in. Go down to Paulbrandt. Back to Silecek. Nearly colliding with referee Peter Gustafson there. Jonsson telling his man to pass back to Silecek as he cycles into the center. Instead of go down to Lou, looking to Janssen. Goes off the body of Arnold Bjerkefeld. Sends it behind the goal. William Jonsson unable to get there before the free hit is awarded to the 39ers anyways. They'll maintain possession in Seattle territory with 3 minutes remaining in the first period. Getting a goal here to cut down the deficit would be major for the 39ers. Lou to take it. Off the backboards to Janssen. Broken up there by Kapotaka. Losing sight of the ball behind him. Will have to cycle around, go to Bjerkefeld. Less than 3 minutes on the clock. Back to Taka. Seattle slowing down the pace of the game. They've been great at doing that so far, making Texas rely on fast break counterattacks for their scoring opportunity they found earlier. Tim Anderson Carlson giving his team advice. Seems after that, Henrik Lou going on the offensive. They'll get the pass off to Pierce, chipped up off the body of Jonsson, staying in bounds. It'll go behind Mula. Paulbrandt battling for it. Man goes down there. Carl Paulbrandt getting helped up by his teammate Case Connor. It's going to be a hit awarded to the 39ers. Peter Lindgren taking it here for Texas. A pass far side. Rosen to Derek Moser. No man in the middle, staying around the perimeter. Will go to Anderson Carlson. Anderson Carlson in the center lane. Off the boards to Liljegren. They'll lose sight of the ball behind him. Mueller able to get there and pass it off to number 11, Tim Stoltz. Stoltz getting the angle, driving around. Not seeing anything but Trent Kling in the goal. Instead, will opt to pass back to Andres Klazewski. Less than 2 minutes on the clock. Seattle looking to hold on to the lead and perhaps even extend it here as we head towards the second period. Mueller losing control. Rosian pursuing him behind the goal. Unable to get the angle on him. Anderson Carlson's there for support, however. He's able to come away with the ball. He'll pass it out to Liljegren. The shot goes off the body of Klazewski. Stays in bounds. Taka able to get it around Liljegren. Driving down now. He's got Moser to beat. Shot attempt from deep is good. The captain at the helm. Kapotaka. What a shot. Able to make a critical goal here to cement the momentum of Seattle as we head into the second period. 1:24 left on the clock. Your score now 4-1 Seattle, Texas. That was impressive play. He saw the ball developing far side, was able to get it around his man. He had the fast break, and he took it from a third of the court away on the far wing, on the move with a lot of power. Was able to hit that upper right corner across the goal. Now Texas has 3 goals to make up for. We know that they can based on how high octane their offense is, how quickly they can score. But they're going to need to make some adjustments here, shore up their passing and tighten up their defense. Pierce losing some control. Ball going in behind the net. Paulbrand fighting to break the ball out of his own territory. Lou goes across. Silicek down to Paulbrand. Lou looking for a shot opportunity. It's saved off the body of Ben Kitty. 57 seconds left. We'll see if Texas can try and retake some of the energy. Lou, shot attempt, wide right. It'll go to Bjerkefeld. Hansen trying to cut him off from behind. Lou with a heavy press. Muller losing control of the ball, forced error, but it'll get to Pierce. Shot saved by Trent Kling. Jonsson trying to use his body to get to the ball first. He'll go to the ground. Silicek there for support. Just over 30 seconds remain. Paulbrand looking for a man. Will go back to Silicek. Lou, close side. Looking for an opportunity. He'll go out to Silicek at the point. Down to Lou again. He's got a crowded crease to battle against, but it's good! Henrik Lou able to come away with a crowded goal. It's going to put Texas on the board once more before the end of this period with only 13 seconds to go. The sweep shot from the center lane makes it around two Sockeyes defenders and Ben Kitty to bring this game back to a 2-goal deficit. Your score, 13 seconds left in the first. It's Seattle Sockeyes 4, Texas 39ers 2. Stoltz pushing the ball into Texas territory on the faceoff off the boards. It'll go to Rosen. Can Texas do anything? Liljegrand's shot is a pop fly out of bounds. 3 seconds left as Seattle gets ready for this hit in. Kapotaka will give it to Bjerkefeld to round out the first period. Floorball fans, what a first period of play. The Seattle Sockeyes coming out and making a statement, but the 39ers looking like they're posed to make a comeback. You're not going to want to miss the second period of play. We'll be back in just a few minutes with that. And of course, stay tuned during the intermission as we bring you another exclusive NAFL player interview. Well, floorball fans of the North American Floorball League, we've just gotten done with an electric first period of play here between the Seattle Sockeyes and the Texas 39ers. I'm joined here by number 98, Evan Pierce. Evan, how are you feeling after the first period?
Feeling good. This is the first time we've really had a lead going into the first intermission, so I feel really good we can play off of that,
Now, obviously, you had a pretty spectacular goal in that first period. What was going through your head as you made that shot?
Anthony gave me a great pass, and I felt like I was just playing piano out there, I was just just feeling it in the hands, and I just got it in, and he just gave me a perfect pass. No, I can't miss that,
So what do you think is going to be the key for your team to hold on to this lead as you head into period 2 and 3?
I think the key is just playing our game, let them come to us. We have a bit of a shorter roster, so, we really got to let them, wear themselves out, and then we can come back on the counterattacks and just keep scoring those counterattacks.
Very well, Evan, best of luck doing just that in the second period. Floorball fans, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the second period of play between the Sockeyes and the 39ers. Floorball fans, it's almost time to head back down to the court for what's set to be a great second period here between the Sockeyes and the 39ers. But first, we'd like to remind you about our sponsors. First of all, Eleiko. Eleiko is a manufacturer of precision-crafted strength and gym equipment since 1957. And of course, there's the official clothing partner of the NAFL for the 2024 season, Kempa. If you like what our referees are wearing, then you like Kempa. And the NAFL is also proud to announce a new partnership for the 2024 season for our floorballs with Fat Pipe, bringing you the latest in floorball technology in beautiful Swiss media yellow. And floorball fans, if you are interested in seeing the statistics for this or any other NAFL game, past, present, or future, you can always go online to sportninja.com or download the Sport Ninja app from the App Store to be able to view the statistics. Now, as we get ready to head back down to the court, it's going to be Lou on Stoltz here for the faceoff. Breaking in is Stoltz into Texas territory. Rosian losing control there, trying for a breakaway. He won't find it. Mueller over to Bjerkefeld. Seattle currently with a 2-goal lead over the Texas 39ers, and certainly a stronger than anticipated opening. Seattle heading into this game is 0-2. That's not fully representative of what they've been able to do. They've had some great looks, great opportunities, and put up 7 goals against a very strong Troy Cup-looking Minnesota Growlers team. They haven't been able to come away and convert on a win yet, though. But they're able to go into this period with a 2-goal lead over currently the leader in the league standings, Texas 39ers. They've come out strong. They've been able to disrupt the Texas passing game that was so dangerous in their match yesterday. Texas, of course, coming into this game undefeated in the lead in league standings. Currently 6 points versus the Sockeyes 0 whenever it comes to the Troy Cup playoffs. We'll see what the outcome of this game is. No matter what, leaving this weekend of play in Georgetown, Texas, the Texas 39ers will be on top in the playoffs. But if they're unable to pull off a comeback here against the Sockeyes, that'll make the playoff race far more hotly contested. We'll see here as we have just under 40 minutes of play left. What's going to happen? We know that floorball is a fast-paced, high-energy sport where anything can be the outcome, and certainly a game, as we've seen today, can come down to the last minute. And Jonsson doing his best to start putting it there. William Jonsson camping by the crease, able to put it in behind Ben Kitty. A beautiful goal there. He's able to put it away and put Texas on the board first. With that goal, 18 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in the second period. It's now a 1-goal game for the first time in a while. Score Seattle Sockeyes 4, Texas 39ers 3. That was an example there of the passing game that Texas has been able to wield so effectively, but they haven't been able to get it started too much this game. Hopefully that's a sign for them of how their offense is going to be able to react to Seattle throughout the second period. Jonathan Mueller coming in center lane, will pass to Kapotaka. Kapotaka, his first NAFL goal, the captain of the Sockeye squad, has come out in a big way for his team this game. He's a natural leader of this squad, sending a shot from deep, able to get the assist to Andrzej Klizewski. A quick return. Kapotaka sends a shot from deep off the body of Trent Kling. And Klizewski is waiting there to chip it back in. Trent Kling, number 95, goaltender for Texas, visibly upset for that shot. It was all a matter of rebound control and the right positioning for the Sockeyes. 18 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the second period. Sockeyes coming out with a quick answer. Your score, Seattle 5, Texas 3. Recovery by Seattle on the faceoff. Mueller is back over to Bjerkefeld. Lou pressing him heavy. Now Rosian doing the same to Mueller, forcing him behind his own goal. Lou and Rosian retreating to three-quarters court. Far side, it's Bjerkefeld. Off the boards to Pierce. Down the line to Sinez. Lose control. Liliagran driving down, trying to get the angle. He'll go behind the goal. Play it off the boards, trying to find Paul Brand. It sails wide. Fludmar. There is the safety man coming to the point now. Evan Pierce trying to meet him. Lilligran on the close wing. He'll go across. He was looking for Lou, who's able to block it with his body and maintain possession. Shot goes off the body of Ben Kitty. Lilligran trying to get it to Rosian. Seattle was looking for a high stick call, won't find it. Mola, the pass to Evan Pierce, who had his first NAFL goal earlier. We spoke to him during the intermission. He told us the key for his team, considering they have a shortened depth chart relative to the 39ers, is going to be continuing to play their game and let the 39ers come to them. He said that they can be patient and wait for the counterattack opportunities to present themselves, and in the meantime, let the 39ers keep trying to drive down the court and wear themselves out to try and equalize that stamina advantage that they have. So far side, Anderson Carlson sends that shot off the body of Bjerkefeld. Klazuski kicks it away. Sinez on the fast break, tries to get the pass off, goes off the body of Anderson Carlson. Trent Kling falling on it, will get the ball out to number 21, Peter Lindgren. Lindgren to Anderson Carlson. Looking for an opportunity, he'll find William Jonsson. Far side, back to Anderson Carlson. Trying to drive around Axel Salonen, unable to find an angle. He'll have to go to Lindgren at the point. Silacek, shot goes off the body of Kapotaka. Sinez losing control. It'll get back out to Lindgren at the point as the boards get reset. Physical defense there from Bjerkefeld. Free hit's going to be awarded here to the Seattle Sockeyes. Tim Anderson Carlson nearly misreading the referee there. Kapotaka on the far side. Will pass back to Bjerkefeld. Klazuski, far side. Anderson Carlson now coming out. Hansen also starting to play around with the zone and get a little bit closer to the Seattle team there. Klazuski, far side, looking for a shot. It'll be chipped up in the air by Lindgren. Great stick defense inside the box. Tim Stoltz goes down the boards, finds Klazuski. Hansen there to meet him. Anderson Carlson nearly chipping that ball away. Instead, it makes its way to Taka. Janssen now with a full press, forcing Bjerkefeld in traffic. Anderson Carlson able to come away with the steal. Janssen looking for the shot. The sprawling save by Kitty. The second attempt to Zorro that misses and goes to the corner. Krzyzewski facing double team in his own territory. Bjerkefeld not ready for the pass around the bend. Janssen still there on the press. Texas is not letting Seattle feel comfortable with the ball in their own territory. The frontline aggression there of Anderson Carlson and Janssen certainly paying off. Bjerkefeld at the point. He's got Taka in the center for support. He goes far side. Salonen gets the angle around Lindgren. The shot just wide left goes off the boards. Tyler Lee making it still a battle for possession. Free hit's going to be awarded here to the 39ers. You can see Albin Janssen heaving air as he comes off that court. Seattle certainly has done a good job of wearing out some of the Texas lines so far. Lindgren goes far side to Case Connor off the boards. Tyler Lee taking a pause. Sinez coming out to meet him. He's got Lindgren close side. Lindgren now coming around. He'll go to Case Connor. Connor looking inside the box there for Jonsson. The ball rolling in on an own goal. Ludwig Jonsson able to put the ball in the perfect position. And as it rolls behind Ben Kitty, it looks almost like Jonathan Mueller made a kick that put the ball into the net. Whatever the cause, that was Connor and Jonsson getting the ball in the right place at the right time for the Texas 39ers. And with that, 14:25 to go. It's going to be a tighter game now. Seattle Sockeyes 5, Texas 49ers 4. Recovery there by Carl Paulbrandt for the 39ers on the faceoff. He's got Salonen in front of him. We'll go to Fludmar. Deep pass looking for Lou. Speeding up the game already, but Salonen able to come away with the steal. He's a double team down the boards. Paulbrandt's got the angle and the speed to get around him. A spin move to break distance, but a free hit's going to be awarded here to the Seattle Sockeyes. They're trying to waste no time. Taking it, Klazuski to Salonen. Trying to catch Texas off guard. They won't be able to. They'll have to go out to Mueller at the point. Rosian, aggressive defense. Lou unable to break up the pass. The shot attempt by Klazuski, saved by Trent Kling. Fludmar coming down the center lane. Chip pass to Liliagran, gets the angle on Taka with some smooth moves. Rosen, back to Liliagran. They were a dangerous duo yesterday. Kempa Rosian able to come out and get it down the boards to Hampus Fludmar. Far side, he's got Paul Brandt, Lou in center. Trying to find Rosian inside the box, unable to. Lou, shot attempt goes wide, sails out of bounds off the body of Kapotaka. It'll be a 39ers hit in. Kempa Rosian, of course, a player to watch. He came into the season telling his teammates that he's more of a distribution guy, a delivery guy. He's not going to be a scorer, and then he came out and shocked the world yesterday with 6 goals, and he put one in earlier today. William Jonsson here for the 39ers. The pass to Jensen. Down to Zilicek. Lindgren looking for Jensen again. The ball chipped into open space. Bjerkefelt there, and Jonsson trying to cut off that back passing lane. Now he'll back off after the spin from Bjerkefelt. Kapotaka taking his time. The pass far side, Evan Pierce. Trying to get the angle on Jonsson, unable to. Jonsson will pass to Zilicek in open space. Lindgren, deep pass looking for Jensen. Bjerkefelt able to break it up. He'll lose the ball behind himself though. Now coming out to the close wing, it's Inez and Mula. A little bit of miscommunication there. The two players for the Sockeyes too close together, but Muller's still trying to come away with it. He's actually able to break out into some space, pitting the 39ers defenders against each other, but that ball goes off the body there of Zilicek. Now Sinez trying to support him in the battle for possession on the boards, and it gets out to number 21, Peter Lindgren, far side, gets the angle on Pierce. He's got a lot of breakaway space now. The pass to Anderson Carlson, and Albin Jensen connects. That's the Texas 39ers that we know. Number 98, Albin Jensen, able to put away on that beautiful assist. Cross court from Anderson Carlson. And just like that, it's a tie ball game for the first time since the start. 39ers have crawled their way up and ended the Seattle lead. It looks like they're returning to their typical form here. We'll see if that's able to continue now, as it looks like the third line is going to take this face-off for the 39ers. Jonsson on number 11, Tim Stoltz there, recovery by Texas. Now Peter Lindgren on the close wing. We'll send it off the boards. But Big Jonsson trying to get around Bjerkefelt, and instead send the ball out of bounds. It's going to be a Seattle Sockeyes hit in. Jonathan Mueller towards his own box. Kluszewski now coming in the center lane. He'll pass to the wing to Bjerkefelt. Bjerkefelt goes across, finds Mueller. Salonen. Ball chipped up in the air. It goes out of bounds off the body of Connor. Far side, Salonen. Shot goes off the body of Tyler Lee. Derek Moser on the counterattack, losing some control of it. Shipped away by Stoltz. He'll send Moser to the ground. That's going to be a free hit awarded for that contact. And with that, it's going to be number 60, Henrik Lou. Set to take it with Hampus Fludmar. We'll go over to Liliagran. Shot saved, goes off the body of Ben Kitty there. Stays in bounds. Axel Salonen facing the pursuit from Paul Brandt. Zapotaka now looking to pause. He's got a little bit of space in front of him. Pass behind himself off the boards to Salonen, and it'll go to Kluszewski. Being pushed against the boards there by Paul Brandt. Tim Stoltz will go back out to Kluszewski. 3 men towards the box. Here for the 39ers, Fludmar, the fourth pursuing. Rosian getting more aggressive now towards the wing. Mueller taking it at half court. Tim Stoltz unable to find an angle for a sweep shot. Heavy pressure, Rosian and Liliagran. These are two teammates who have developed great chemistry already at the start of the season there. Tim Stoltz going to the ground. Liliagran trying to capitalize. The pass to Lou. Shot sails just wide left. Kapotaka able to recover. Spinning around Liliagran and Rosian. You can hear the oohs and ahs from his own bench. Pass behind himself to Axel Salonen, and you can see Kapotaka, a player who's not afraid of physical contact. Advantage was granted there after the contact by Lou on Taka. Mueller backing off a bit here. Lou's going to try and capitalize. He'll force the air as Mueller loses control of the ball. It sails to the corner. Kapotaka is there after the pass goes wide. Both teams using this as an opportunity to make substitutions. Taka at the point here for the offense. Anderson Carlson looking to pressure him. Bjerkefelt on the close wing, not facing as heavy a press from Jansen yet. But again, Anderson Carlson coming up to meet Taka. 10 minutes remain in the second period. We're officially halfway through the match, and it's still a tie ball game, 5-5 here between Seattle and Texas. Currently ranked number 6 in the league, Seattle has come out and shocked the world with how well they've played the Texas 39ers, a testament to the strength of this franchise and, of course, the strength of the NAFL. Steal there by Paul Brandt. On the fast break, shot wide left between the legs of Bjerkefelt. Kapotaka with some intense cuts, able to create some space against Paul Brandt. He is just so fun to watch whenever he's holding onto the ball and moving against defenders in traffic. He's great at creating space, whether it's stick work or footwork. Jansen now listening to his goalkeeper, Trent Kling, and taking the advice to pause, allowing Zilicek to come behind him. Jansen now cycling into the center. Looking deep to Jansen. 2 incredible saves there by Ben Kitty. One nearly rolling underneath and the other to the side. Bjerkefelt doing his best to put the ball into Texas territory. Go out to Tim Stoltz. Back to Kapotaka towards the box, ending that intense sequence of counterattacks. Cross court to Bjerkefelt. Kapotaka. Now pausing. Jansen edging his way closer to Bjerkefelt, forcing a move, but that's why he's got Taka as a safety in the back. Salonen back to Taka. 8.5 minutes remain. Still a tie ball game. Anderson Carlson pressing too far, allowing that cross-court pass to Tim Stoltz. Bjerkefelt coming to the center. Salonen coming now close wing. Tim Stoltz all the way behind his own goal line. Seattle slowing down the pace of this game. In the center, Bjerkefelt facing pressure from behind from Jansen. 3-on-1, chipped away there by Anderson Carlson. Taka able to get to the ball. He'll pass down to Klajewski. Now coming to the center lane. He'll send a soft one wide right. Trent Kling able to get to the ball and fall on it. It'll go to number 21, coach and player for the 39ers, Peter Lindgren, facing the pursuit from behind by Axel Salonen. He gets it over to Anderson Carlson, facing pressure there from Bjerkefelt. It's a battle on the boards. It's going to end in a free hit. 39ers set to take it. Lindgren to Anderson Carlson. Shot attempt. Blocked there by Klajewski. Now Tim Stoltz sends it behind himself over to Bjerkefelt as Texas retreats to the half-court line. Salonen sends it to Bjerkefelt. Down to Mueller. 7.5 minutes left. Seattle controlling the momentum of the game here now. Texas has been unable to create more of those transition counterattack opportunities so far. In the center, Klajewski down to Stoltz. Shot attempt straight into the hands of Trent Kling. Lindgren, far side. He's got lead for support in the backcourt. Shipped up in the air by Stoltz. It'll get to Moser, facing pressure from Stoltz. Lindgren goes over to Tyler Lee. He's got Connor down the wing. Jonas Davidson, the homegrown player here for the Texas 39ers, spying in the center. Connor, far wing, goes back out to Lindgren. Both teams playing their cards tight to their chest today, especially during this tied section. And a shot attempt sails just wide right, saved by Ben Kitty off the leg. That's going to be a hit and awarded here to the 39ers. That line hustling off. As they make a substitution, you'll notice Seattle Sockeyes not bringing out another line. They're simply making one substitution of Bjerkefelt and Taka, who have been shouldering a lot of weight here. As Evan Pierce told us during the intermission, that's the number one problem that Seattle faces right now is stamina against this deep depth chart for the 39ers. Liljegren down to Fludmar. Liljegren now driving from the wing. Shot attempt at the right angle, the wrong height. Sails out of bounds. It'll be a Seattle hit-in. Far side, Kapotaka. Deep pass around the bend to Salonen, who's spying behind the goal line. What can Seattle do with this strategy? We'll see. Taka. Stoltz looking cross court. Liljegren in the lane, able to block it with a stick. Far side, Lou. Shot. Saved by Ben Kitty. Now Taka trying to recover. Seattle heavy on the close wing. Taka will now go out to the center lane. He's got two behind him, but he's looking deep for Solin and inside the crease. A great idea, but unable to convert that time. New line out here for Texas. Zilicek goes over to Lindgren. Far side, Anderson Carlson looking down to Jonsson, saved by Ben Kitty. Nearly a repeat goal there. Mueller to Stoltz, facing double team pressure. Janssen steals it with his legs, over to Anderson Carlson. Behind himself to Jonsson. Trying to come around from behind on Ben Kitty. He gets it to Janssen, who had the go-ahead but sent it too high out of bounds. It'll be a 39ers ball. Texas getting back to their form from yesterday when they came up big with their victory. Taking a quick pause here. Referee Vince Faso helping out to mop the floor there in front of the Sockeyes goal. Now it'll be Janssen and Anderson Carlson here on the hit end, looking to sustain this offensive. They showed some flashes of greatness there with their passing. Shot attempt from deep by Anderson Carlson. Sails out of bounds. They're going to rule that it was chipped. It's going to be a 39ers hit in. Anderson Carlson. Shot goes out of bounds off the body of Klazewski. Another hit in from the same corner. 3 in a row there for Texas. 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Still a tie ball game. Anderson Carlson down the line to Lindgren. He loses control of it. Evan Pierce is not going to pursue. Anderson Carlson calling out to his teammates on the court. Lindgren. There's Anderson Carlson. Down to Zilicek. Shot is good! Lombardek, Adam Zilicek able to send one in from the wing. A beautiful goal, sails high to the right corner against Ben Kitty. And now the Texas 39ers with a lead for the first time this match. 4 minutes, 53 seconds to go in the second period. Your score now, Seattle Sockeyes 5 versus the Texas 39ers 6. Zilicek, normally known a lot for his defense, able to make a great offensive play. Texas now with the lead. We'll see how they're going to try to hold on to it. Taka comes down to Bjerkefeld. Cross court, Connor Colomb sends a shot off the left post. Close to being on target there. Moser trying to get a ball around Colomb, but he's playing lockdown along with Mula there in the corner. He'll have to get it to Tyler Lee. Texas being pressed up in their own territory. Now Seattle's defense starting to retreat. Peter Lindgren pausing around half court. He'll go to Case Connor. Shot wide left, goes behind the goal. Shipping it back off the boards. Ludwig Jonsson will be able to get that hit in for Texas. Looks like it must have just been chipped out off the body of Bjerkefeld. New lines coming out here for Texas. It'll be Rosian and Lou coming out to take this hit in. 4:10 left. We'll see if Texas can do it again. Off the boards, Ballbrandt able to recover that pass in his own territory for Ludmar. With some footwork towards the center of the court. He'll pass behind himself to Ballbrandt. Far side to Lou. Lou, powerful shot deflected off the body of Kapotaka. Chipped up. It'll go to Ballbrandt by Rosian. Goes behind himself to Lou. Lou over to Liljegren. Shot on the outside of the goal. A close call there. Liljegren not happy about that one, missing. 3.5 minutes left. Texas with a 1-goal lead still. Klazewski behind himself to Taka. Down to Bjerkefeld. Close wing. Rosian starting to press. So go back out to Taka. Lou now coming up on the far side of Taka. Klazewski cycling to the close wing. Rosian able to cut off that lane, however, and force the ball out to the far boards. Taka able to recover before Texas press is too heavy. Now a double press leaves Bjerkefeld open on the far wing, but it goes off the body there of Ballbrandt. Floorball on Salonen, heading to the backboards. He's able to use his stature to box him out, but Salonen working twice as hard to try and get there. Bjerkefeld coming now down the wing, forced behind the goal. The pass to Salonen. Tim Stoltz. Shot saved there by Trent Kling. Bjerkefeld losing control of the ball to get to Floorball. Far side, sailing past Paul Brandt. Taka's there. Seattle putting the pressure on Texas now as they look to counteract that one-goal lead. Rosian breaking off to allow Anderson Carlson to substitute in. Klazewski from deep. It had nearly enough curve on it to go in, but it sails wide off the boards. Still Seattle's ball. Salonen in traffic, losing control, but he's going to draw a foul. It'll be a Seattle hit. Taka and Salonen set to take it. Taka, no pass to Mueller at the point. Stoltz looking inside the box to Klazewski, but it's kicked away by Paul Brandt. Liljegrant to Jansen, back to Lindgren. Mueller coming in as Texas is driving down. Shot from deep by Anderson Carlson, sails wide. Liljegrant able to recover, will pass down to Silecek at the half-court line. Far side, Lindgren, just over 2 minutes remaining. Jansen looking across, saved by Mueller, using his stick to stop that offensive. Formerly teammates with William Jansen. Seems to have found the key to stopping him there. Kapotaka from deep, looking for Mueller inside the box, but it's chipped away by Lindgren. Trent Kling able to get to the ball in the box. Peter Lindgren to Jansen. Back far side, Lindgren finds Anderson Carlson. He's got Silecek close side, setting ops for Anderson Carlson, chipped away by Taka, but now he'll be able to get the angle, losing control. It goes to Albin Jansen and back out to Peter Lindgren. Seattle looking to reset their defense now. Silecek looking to Jansen inside the crease, unable to find him. Anderson Carlson able to force Seattle to stop on a dime. They overextended themselves. Jansen shot wide right. Silecek against Mueller, able to get the ball out to Peter Lindgren. Jansen to Lindgren. Anderson Carlson to Jansen. 1 minute remaining in the second period. Texas still in the lead. Looking across, goes off the leg there of Mueller. Talome trying to make something of the fast break. Silecek now goes across to Peter Lindgren. Same line is out here for Texas. Anderson Carlson, shot goes off the body of Mueller. Sails out of bounds. It's going to be Jansen and Anderson Carlson taking it here. Off the boards, he'll find Lindgren, 40 seconds left. Goes off the body, Klazewski. Salonen, far side, chipped away in center court. Stoltz able to come away with it in his own territory. He'll send it down to Kapotaka. Less than 30 seconds on the clock. Can Seattle equalize heading into the third period, or will Texas maintain the advantage? Seattle, with Bjerkefeld at the helm now, has 10 seconds to make a move. Bjerkefeld in the center lane, through the legs of Connor. Stoltz on the wing. Shot attempt saved by Trent Kling. Klazewski, time for one shot. Salonen unable to get it off on the assist, and that means at the end of the second period, your score here live from Georgetown. It's Seattle Sockeyes 5, Texas 39ers 6. The 39ers now with a chance to complete the comeback. We'll be back with the third period of play here between Seattle and Texas in less than 15 minutes. So you can see the exciting conclusion and who's going to come out on top in this primetime NAFL action. And of course, stay tuned during the intermission as well as we bring you another exclusive NAFL player interview. Well, floorball fans of the NAFL, we've just gotten done with the second period of play now between the Seattle Sockeyes and the Texas 39ers. I'm joined here by the captain of the Seattle squad, number 13, Capo Taka. Capo, how are you feeling after the second?
Well, yeah, obviously we're losing. First we were winning and then something happened and now we're losing. So hopefully last period and we can win the game and be better at the offensive zone. So hopefully I can be more dangerous at the rink. But yeah, I'm feeling good. It's nice to play and fun with the guys.
What do you think has been the biggest help to you as you've looked to captain this squad? What do you think has been the key to leading this team?
I think it's the positivity because I want to smile myself and make everyone happy in our team and raise the team spirit. So I think we're not that technical players and we have to be like united and win the balls with the crazy attitude kind of. We just have to keep smiling.
So as you head into the locker room, into this intermission, what's going to be your message to your players before the third period?
Well, yeah, I think I'm heading to the locker room and taking my shirt off and showing them my man boobs. So I hope that everyone smiles like that and we can play better. But there's no key point. I just think that we can trust ourselves and each other.
Well, best of luck as you head to the locker room then, Capo, and best of luck in the third period.
Yeah,
Floorball fans, don't go anywhere. I'm certain that the third period of this match is going to be one to see. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the third period of play between the Seattle Sockeyes and the Texas 39ers. Well, Floorball fans, it's almost time to head back down to the court for the third period of play here between the 39ers and the Seattle Sockeyes. But first, we'd like to remind you about our sponsors. First of all is Eleiko, manufacturer of precision-crafted strength and gym equipment since 1957. And of course, our official clothing partner for the 2024 NAFL season is Kempa. If you like what our referees are wearing, then you like Kempa. And the NAFL also has a proud new floorball partnership for the 2024 season with Fat Pipe, bringing you the latest in floorball technology in beautiful Swiss media yellow. As we head in to the third period, it's still a tightly contested game here between the Seattle Sockeyes and the Texas 39ers. The 39ers are locked into the lead in the NAFL playoff standings as it stands at the end of the first weekend of play here in Georgetown, Texas. The Sockeyes looking to put some points on the board here, both in the game and in the playoff standings, if they can come away with a victory. Tim Stoltz aggressive from the get-go. Shoots around Carl Paulbrandt, losing possession there. Texas was able to mount a comeback during the second period. It seems they were finally able to find the key to passing against the Seattle squad. Seattle's defense perhaps slowing down a bit. We spoke to team captain Kapotaka during the intermission. He said that the key for his team is going to be motivation this last period. Of course, we know that they're working with fewer lines, they're getting more tired. And he said, we're not the most technical players, we understand that. Instead, we have to have a crazy attitude whenever we pursue the ball. He said energy is going to be the key. Not enough there on defense as number 92, Oscar Liliagran, able to connect there from the wing. And Texas coming out to strike early. It didn't even take a minute as Liliagran strikes to extend the Texas lead. 19:21 remaining. Your score now, Seattle Sockeyes 5 versus the Texas 39ers 7. But just as the 39ers battled a deep deficit in the second period, anything can happen here. Floorball is a fast-paced, high-energy sport where it's unwise to count out any team because of a 2-goal deficit. Seattle still very much in this game. It's just going to be a matter of, as their captain said, getting energy on the court and being able to survive the stamina battle. Save there from Ben Kitty on the Janssen attempt. Kapotaka spinning in space. Janssen backing off now. Anderson Carlson on the close wing. He'll go to Mueller far side. Janssen now running the press, trying to force an error. The pass gets out to Taka. Anderson Carlson doing the same on the close wing. He'll go behind his own goal. Looking for a man. He'll go to Mueller far side. A heavy divide. The rest of Seattle's team is at three-quarters court on the other side. Can Mueller get it there in time? He's able to find Pierce. Mueller passes to Taka. Looking deep, trying to find Pierce. It's now going to be a race to the corner. Mueller able to box out Zilacek. Seattle in Texas territory. Can they return the favor? Pierce inside the box, unable to get to the ball in time. Play's going to be stopped there. Ball looks to be crushed underfoot. Trent Kling reporting it to the referee, Yannis Joren, in the corner. It'll be a face-off in the corner here. Axel Salonen saying that he'll yield the face-off and instead let it be a hit there for the 39ers. Paulbrandt sends it over to Fludmar. Back to Paulbrandt, off the boards to Lou. Coming around the center wing. Shot deflected off the stick of Stoltz. Now Bjerkefeld on Rosian, gets the ball out to Salonen, close wing. Rosian trying to cut off the back passing lane, able to find Bjerkefeld still. He's got Mueller as a safety man, now heading to the close wing. Lou coming to meet him in the center lane, but that leaves Kluszewski open. Kluszewski now gaining momentum, stopped up by Rosian, but he's got Mueller with some more space. Now Kluszewski in the center. Seattle speeding up a bit here. Go to Salonen. Being boxed down to the ball there by Fludmar. Trying to get around, unable to. Liliagran, far side. The chip looking for Lou, sails far. Mueller, spin pass around Lou, trying to get the angle on Paulbrandt. It's Salonen. cheers here from the Texas bench off of that recovery. The entirety of the Texas bench is on their feet supporting their teammates. Jonsson to Zilicek. Zilicek and Lindgren working the backcourt. Both, of course, returners to the Texas team. Both seeing very different fates this season than the former Texas Tornadoes did last year. And that was a chip by Zilicek going down deep. Janssen unable to field it. Taka goes out to Bjerkefeld. Close wing, Mula. Mula looking to Sinez. They get pushed down in the goalkeeper area. They'll say it was on shoulder-to-shoulder contact there as he tried to chip that ball in. Sinez pushing it to the board. Anderson Carlson passes it out to Lindgren, but it sails wide. Trent Kling there to recover it. Anderson Carlson making some smooth moves on Sinez. Blocked off his stick, however, able to change the possession here. Kapotaka off the boards, goes to Mula. And to Sinez. Deflected off the foot there of Lindgren twice in a row. He's needing some support, but Zilicek able to box out his help before it can come. Now Pierce forced to recover here for the Seattle Sockeyes defense. Lindgren taking his time here. Substitutions coming out for Seattle. Floorball with the pass far side to Anderson Carlson. The spin around. He's got Rosian going for support. Shot goes off the body of Kapotaka. Off the foot there of Stoltz. Rosian gets it out to Floorball. Liljegren. A little bit of trouble fielding that ball. Salonen trying to capitalize on it. It'll find Paul Brandt with some space on the wing. Kluszewski playing close to the center, but the air happens anyway. Salonen driving down the machine, looking for Stoltz. Unable to convert there on the fast break attempt. Ball sailing to the back of the net. Salonen going to the ground there, taking a hard tumble. Axel Salonen being evaluated by the trainer there. Be able to get to his feet. Number 92, Oscar Liljegren. There with Salonen helping him up, along with Kapotaka, his team captain. Salonen favoring that knee as he walks off. He already took a tumble earlier tonight, but got to his feet after a collision at the boards. Ludwig Jonsson of the 39ers going out to support him as well. And it looks like Salonen is going to stay on the court despite the injury. Great display of toughness there from the machine, Axel Salonen. After the floor gets mopped there in the corner, it'll be time to resume play. Carl Paulbrandt in the penalty box now for the Texas 39ers. Seattle in power play. This may be the opportunity that they need in order to cut back on the Texas 39ers 2-goal lead. Kapotaka now at the point against the power play defense. Otto Bjerkefeld, the pass to Kluszewski. To the top to Taka. Shot attempt with power from the center lane. Goes off the body of Lindgren and out of bounds. And now Kluszewski to Taka. Far side over to Tim Stoltz. Deflected off the body. William Jonsson. Liljegren stopping the pursuit in half court. Kapotaka. Now to Kluszewski. Shot attempt with power. Again blocked by Peter Lindgren. Shot attempt goes off the backboards there. Trent Kling able to get to it. He'll send the ball to Peter Lindgren. Off the boards. He'll go to Anderson Carlson. Facing heavy physical pressure there from Kluszewski. He gets it to Liljegren, who had the go-ahead but sends it too high. Texas maintaining pressure despite being down a field player after that 2-minute penalty against Carl Paulbrandt during the collision with Axel Salonen. Kluszewski goes down to Bjerkefeld. Trying to get the ball to Salonen there inside the crease. Lindgren able to stop it up. Now it's Taka once again at the helm, facing pressure from Liljegren. Less than a minute remaining in the penalty. Bjerkefeld looking towards the crease. Deflected again by Lindgren. He has done a great job assisting Trent Kling. Ball sailing out of bounds. It'll be a Texas hit in. Lindgren set to take it. Lilliegren spine deep. Pass to Anderson Carlson. Boxed out there by Kapotaka. It's going to be a high stick call. Kapotaka upset with that call. Krzyzewski sends it down to Bjerkefeld. Taka. He's got Stoltz far side. Instead of go to Krzyzewski. Powerful shot just high left over the helmet of Trent Kling. William Jonsson set to inbound for the 39ers. 25 seconds left in the penalty. Jonsson trying to find Lindgren, but the pass sailing wide. Bjerkefeld's able to get there, slipping and sliding as he tries to make a play happen here. Salonen, chip pass to Krzyzewski. Taka at the point. Forced to the wing. Allbrand up on his feet. 5 seconds. Tim Stoltz looking for an opportunity to go to Salonen. Power play has expired. The 39ers staying alive. Saved by Trent Kling. Bjerkefeld unable to maintain possession. Now they'll put the pressure back on the Sockeyes. Anderson Carlson with a smooth spin. Shot attempt saved by Ben Kitty. It's going to be a Texas 39ers hit-in. It'll be number 64, Case Connor, and number 93, Derek Moser, set to take the ball here for the 39ers. Connor trying to find a man. Go to Moser, back to Connor. Shot goes wide across the boards. Mueller trying to take it and get the angle around Moser. He needs some support. Mueller still staying in half court, not wanting to get caught up in the possession battle. And that's going to be a free hit awarded here to the Sockeyes. You can see that they are getting worn out here on the court. Still over 10 minutes remaining in the third period. And still very much time for them to make a comeback here against the 39ers, who they so handily routed earlier during the first period. Evan Pierce, Casinez trying to find Mula inside the box. Connor standing at 6'6", using his stature to block them out. The game is getting physical here. Both benches heating up. It's going to be a free hit here for the 39ers. Fludemar, far side. Still pausing, still waiting for a man. He'll have Lou to come up and draw the defender in. That leaves Rosie and open on the far wing. Looking to Lilliegren. Have to send it back down to Fludemar. Down the line, Paul Brandt close side. Fludemar finds Lilliegren. Lou in the center, shot saved by Ben Kitty. He'll fall on the rebound and pass it out to Bjerkefeld. Seattle keeping their chances alive here. Rosian and Lou running a full court press on Mueller, trying to force the air. Advantage play granted. Capo, Taka, threading the needle to Klatuski. Over to Salonen behind the goal line. Off the boards to Taka. He's got Mueller behind him. Go to Salonen on the wing. Looking across, stopped up there by Oscar Lilliegren. The second time tonight that he's had a positional save. A pass to Fludemar. Texas making substitutions here. Pass now to Peter Lindgren, number 21. Telling Silicek to back out to the far wing. Anderson Carlson across the center lane. It goes off the body there of Klasiewski. Another attempt goes off the body of Taka. Ball chipped up in the air. Solon unable to come away with it. Less than 11 minutes remaining in the third period. Seattle looking to heat up a little bit again. And now taking time to take a breath. Jonathan Mueller passes over to Kapotaka. He's got Stoltz and Salonen down. This line has been doing a lot of heavy lifting for Seattle. You've got to question, however, how long can they last out on the court without a substitution? Silicek to Lindgren. Mula coming in now for Klasiewski. Jonsson, far side, finds Jansen. Down to Silicek. Lindgren, close side. Up the boards, finds Anderson Carlson. Back to Silicek. Anderson Carlson once more. He's got a little bit of room in front of him. He's able to get a shot attempt off, but it's saved by Ben Kitty. It's going to be awarded here to the Seattle Sockeyes. For Seattle, you've got to hope that you can start getting more chances and catch a second win here. Bjerkefeld passes back down to Taka. Anderson Carlson playing reserved around the half-court line. Didn't even know that he chipped that ball away. Lindgren circling around. He's got some space in front of him now. Evan Pierce coming up to meet him. Backing off towards his own box. Moser back out to Lindgren. Jonsson in for Janssen. Lee in for Silecek. Far side, Anderson Carlson. With contact at the boards, he'll take a hit to the head. Anderson Carlson getting back to his feet. Getting evaluated by the trainer there after an apparent hit to the head by a stick blade. You can hear the applause as he's able to walk back to his bench. And now with the floor mopped, ready to resume play here, it's going to be Moser and Jonsson talking strategy as they get ready to take the ball. Moser looking to Lee. Chip shot just high, sailing out of bounds. Audible Bjerkefeld unhappy with the call, but it's a 39ers hit in. Moser now with Connor set to take it. Connor looking against Bjerkefeld there with Moser for support. It's a 3-on-2 towards the boards, but it leaves room for Ludwig Jonsson. Ludwig Jonsson able to come up again for the Texas 39ers. 9 minutes, 19 seconds left in the third, and the 39ers extending their lead now against a tired Sockeyes team. Your score, Seattle 5, Texas 8. Energy has been the story of this match. And Jonsson, a depth player for the 39ers, able to stay fresh and have the energy to convert and find that read. It's going to be a Sockeyes ball here off of the face-off. Bjerkefeld facing pressure from Lou. Goes between his legs to Kluszewski. Pressure is on. Maybe that's the push that Seattle needs in order to regain their second win. He's got Mueller far side. Instead, he'll try a cross-court pass. Goes off the body of Rosian. Lou trying to push him down. Double team. But off the contact, it's going to be a free hit for the Seattle Sockeyes. Bjerkefeld to Mueller. Less than 9 minutes remaining now in the third period. Back over to Mueller, facing pressure from Kempa-Rosian. Off the boards to Mueller. Seattle now in Texas territory. He's got Salonen far side. But Rosian able to chip that pass up. Bjerkefeld denies the fast break, and he's trying to make one of his own. He's driving down the pass to Tim Stoltz. His shot attempt sailing just wide. Heavy pressure on the board sends Kluszewski out. It's going to be a hit here for the Sockeyes. Kapotaka coming in for Bjerkefeld, who looks absolutely wiped as he comes off the court. Salonen facing pressure on the backboards. Ballbrandt's able to come away with it. But he tries for the pass behind. Salonen with great eyes is able to stop it. Shot attempt by Stoltz off the body of Ballbrandt, sailing out of bounds. It's going to be a Seattle Sockeyes hit in. Texas not happy about that call. Kapotaka, my goodness, took it into his own hands from deep off the hit in. Sends it straight past Trent Kling. The team captain, Kapotaka, second goal this match. Puts it back to a 2-goal game. Your score with 8 minutes, 13 seconds remaining. It's now Sockeyes 6 versus the 39ers 8. As Seattle heads to the face-off, there's no rest for the weary. But Kapotaka playing with some renewed energy and strength, it seems. The end is in sight, and so is a possible victory if they're able to continue this pressure against the 39ers. Taka, cross court, deep to Mola. Lindgren trying to break him away. Anderson Carlson able to chip it back to the boards. Lindgren to Jonsson in center court. He's facing a pincer from both sides. Anderson Carlson shot is deflected there by Bjerkefeld. The ball gets back out. Tivacek over to Lindgren. He's got Anderson Carlson in center. He gets the angle around Pierce. Heading to the far wing, cross court. Anderson Carlson faces a great diving save there by Ben Kitty. Bjerkefeld to Taka. Kazuski back on the court. Less than 7.5 minutes remaining. Still a 2-goal game. Seattle very much in the match. Bjerkefeld goes back over to Kapotaka. Looking for an opportunity to go in the center. Kluszewski. Now cross court. Tim Stoltz passing lane opened up. Janssen trying to pursue him. Taka. He'll find Salonen. Down to Stoltz. Bjerkefeld cross court. Off the boards. Kluszewski sends it around the bend to Taka. He's got Janssen on him tight. Captain on captain in the corner. As the ball breaks away from Taka, Anderson Carlson on the counteroffensive. He'll pass to Janssen, driving in close, looking for Janssen. On the far side, go ahead, unable to find it. Bjerkefeld trying desperately to make something happen off of the advantage when he loses possession. It's now Seattle's free hit. Stoltz to Bjerkefeld, 6.5 minutes remaining. Third line out here for the 39ers. This may be Seattle's chance. Jonas Davidson playing up, more aggressive on the defense here. Kazuski in center. Deflected there by Case Connor. Salonen sending the ball behind himself. Davidson trying to get there before Kapotaka can, but now Taka driving around Silacek. The pass to Salonen. He's parked at the crease, but the ball sails up instead of in. Salonen boxing out at the boards, trying to get the ball out, but instead it finds its way into the body of Case Connor. Peter Lindgren now behind the goal, facing a double team, gets it through the legs of Salonen, and now Case Connor on the close wing, gets it around Bjerkefeld, driving in close to the goal, saved by Ben Kitty. He passes it out to Otto Bjerkefeld. They go to Tim Stoltz. Jonathan Mueller going to the far side of the box. Davidson coming up to meet him at three-quarters court. Bjerkefeld back over to Mueller. Down to Bjerkefeld. Connor now starting to press more aggressively, forcing the pass to Mueller. Nearly chipped in by Tinez. Saved there by Trent Kling. Ball sent up and out of bounds. It's going to be a 39ers hit-in. Number 92, Oscar Liljegren, set to take it here for the Texas 39ers squad. Fludemar to Ballbrand, close side. Deflected off the body of Sinez there. Pierce trying to capitalize, but Hampus Fludemar is there for a safety. Lou passing to Fludemar. He'll look across, but it's chipped away by Mula. Ball able to stay in bounds. Now facing double pressure. Rosian able to come away with it, but off the chip, it's going to be considered a Seattle free hit. Mueller, pass to Taka. Less than 5 minutes remaining now in the third period. What can Seattle do with it? They've played a remarkable game against the early favorites of the season so far. It took a Texas comeback in the second period to start gaining some traction against the dominant Sockeyes team early on. It's going to be a hit in here for the 39ers. Lindgren set to take it. A pass in the center to Anderson Carlson. Back out to Lindgren. Jonsson cycling in the close wing to find Janssen, but Mueller's able to get his stick in there and deflect the ball. Kluszewski losing control. It'll go behind him. Silacek, far side. Anderson Carlson. He's got Janssen in front of him. Try for the shot opportunity straight. It goes off the body of Kapotaka. He's a little bit slow to get up. Janssen now with an opportunity. Trying for a fancy shot, but it tails wide of the goal. Mueller playing him tight. Anderson Carlson comes off the board. Goes to Lindgren. Deflected there by Stoltz. I don't even think he knew it. Kluszewski looking for Stoltz towards the crease. Lindgren anticipating the play, able to break it up. Jonsson to Anderson Carlson, back to Jonsson. Saved by Ben Kitty, keeping the Sockeyes alive. Stoltz looking across to Solon and deflected there by Lindgren. Off the board to Anderson Carlson. Back out to Silecek at the point. Seattle giving it every drop of energy they have. They know how crucial these last few minutes are. They've done a good job in these last few minutes of tightening up the defense and trying to hit Texas where it counts, just unable to convert on any attempts so far. Fludmar, as Stoltz trying to block off the back passing lane. He'll come up instead, cross court to Lou. Pierce also pressing. Now it's Paul Brandt looking for a man. He'll go behind himself to Lou. Wasn't expecting the pass, but found himself with it anyways. Hampus Fludmar. Now back towards the crease. Stoltz and Pierce getting close for the pincer, but that'll leave Lilliegron open over the middle. A casual spin around center court and a pass to Paul Brandt. Now Lou looking for a man. He'll find Lilliegron. Stoltz heavy behind him. Chipped up off the stick of Mula there, out of bounds. It'll be a 39ers hit in. 2.5 minutes remaining in the third period. Lilliegron to Lou. Chipped up out of bounds there by Bjerkefelt. It's going to be a hit in again for the 39ers. And again, Lilliegron in Lou. Lou off the boards. He was looking for Paul Brandt, but some miscommunication means it's going to have to be Hampus Fludmar. Evan Pierce trying to capitalize. To the boards, far side. Lilliegron sending it to a man who isn't there, but Kevin Rosian able to get there before Kapotaka can. Back to Lilliegron at half court. He's got Paul Brandt on the close side instead of go to the safety man, Fludmar. Pierce coming up to meet him. Lilliegron behind himself to Fludmar. Both benches getting vocal, getting excited here. That ball sailing out of bounds off the body of Otto Bjerkefelt. It's going to be a timeout taken by the Sockeyes. 1 minute, 56 seconds remaining on the clock. Seattle needing a strategy change here. This game could very much still be in their reach if they make the right movements and adjustments. Texas has been doing a great job of using their depth to their advantage here in the third period. We've seen it pay off after they made that comeback starting in the second. But Seattle still has an opportunity here to deny the current league leaders another victory this weekend. Seattle hungry for their first win as a franchise in the NAFL. Texas hungry for the first ever 3-0 start in franchise history in the NAFL. Less than 2 minutes will determine which story comes true. Jansen and Anderson Carlson here on the close wing. Jansen, Zorro attempt, sails wide right. I spoke to Alvin Jansen yesterday, asked him about his 4 Zorro attempts in the game yesterday. His response, that's a low number for me. Mula working with Bjerkefelt, close side, he goes to the center. Kapotaka, Stoltz looking across, finds Mula, shot sails wide right. That'll be a Texas 39ers hit in. Looking deep, he finds Anderson Carlson with some room. Bjerkefelt able to get the angle and stop the momentum. Jansen sending it around the bench. Anderson Carlson to spin around Bjerkefelt, but he stopped up. It's going to be awarded here to the 39ers as Anderson Carlson goes to the ground again. Referee Peter Gustafson saying no, no, no. Anderson Carlson to Jonsson. Saved just barely by Ben Kitty. Goes off the outside of the net for a second time. Taka trying to recover the ball, staying in bounds. A beautiful pass out to Bjerkefelt. Running an empty net now for the Seattle Sockeyes. Patrick Mulla in to be the 6th man. Far side, he's got Tim Stoltz. Taka to Stoltz. 1 minute remaining in the third period. Can Seattle come back as time dwindles? Bjerkefelt looking for Taka, that pass sailing wide. Mistakes like that are costly in a situation like this. Free hit here with 51 seconds for the Sockeyes. Over to Bjerkefelt. Taka, far side, Stoltz, shot attempt, nearly rolls in. Mulla unable to convert off the rebound. Off the board to Bjerkefelt. Kapotaka Go to Stoltz, looking across to Mula again with the pass sailing behind him. Less than 30 seconds on the clock now. Stoltz, far side, again looking across. Salonen unable to control the ball a little bit. Too much power on the pass. Less than 20 seconds. Capochaka at the point. Stoltz, what's he going to do? Will he try it once more? This time he goes out of bounds off the body of Jonsson. Salonen to take the hit in. Just over 10 seconds. Bjerkefeld shot just wide left. Lindgren able to come away with the steal. He'll send it to the boards. Krzyzewski, can he get one shot off? Ball rolls out of bounds as time expires. Your final score here. Weekend of the 2024 NAFL season. It's Seattle Sockeyes 6 versus the Texas 39ers 8. A phenomenal display of athleticism and floorball glory here, and it's a testament to what's coming the rest of this NAFL season. At the end of this match now, your league standings as we close out our first weekend of play. The Texas 39ers handily in the lead here in the playoff standings with 9 points. Seattle Sockeyes will still be chasing their first win as we move to our second weekend of play. Fresno, Minnesota, and the Ohio Aviators contributing to a heavy tie in the middle of the pack. That means there's certainly more excitement and no certainty in this 2024 season of the NAFL. It just means you're going to have to tune in whenever we resume play on July 18th. We'll be coming to you live from outside Nashville, Tennessee, as the NAFL makes its way across America to spread the sport of floorball. And don't go anywhere just yet, floorball fans. We'll be with you in just a few moments with an exclusive NAFL postgame interview. Right, it's post-game, so we don't have a time crunch.
Okay, perfect.
Well, floorball fans of the NAFL, we've just gotten done with an exciting end to our first weekend of play here in Georgetown, Texas. I'm joined here by number 22 of the Texas 39ers, Ludwig Jonsson. How do you feel coming away with that victory over the Sockeyes?
It feels so good. Like last night, I was going through some pictures of the team, and I saw the whole team, and I almost got shivers down my spine because I was like, I love these guys. And then we started off so slow today. The vibe was a little off, and then we had a really important talk in between the first and the second period. Everything shifts, and then we start playing the way we want to, and the spirit just like changes. And then obviously you see what happens on the field too. So,
can you tell us about that talk? What was the lesson there that shifted the energy, shifted the strategy?
I think everybody kind of felt the same. It was something kind of looming, and then we just said, let's shift this. Like if it's not positive frustration, then it's not. It doesn't belong here. So we shifted that frustration to something productive, and then we started playing our game.
And now obviously you're leaving this weekend with an undefeated record at the top of the playoff standings. How does that make you feel about your chances at the Troy Cup as we move to the next weeks of play?
It feels really good. Obviously we always play one game at a time, and it's only the game ahead of us that's important, next, but it feels really good. And like sitting on that bus to Nashville, it's going to be a whole different vibe. And then lastly, this would not have been possible if it wasn't for our great sponsor, Laco. They've been keeping us in shape all summer. No better equipment to work out with than a Laco.
Well, Ludwig Jonsson, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on the win. Floorball fans, thank you so much for joining us for our first weekend of play from Georgetown, Texas. Don't worry, we have far more time to spend with you this season with the NAFL. You can join us on July 18th as we resume play for our second weekend live from outside Nashville, Tennessee. We'll see you then. Until that time, I've been your host, Tanner David.